Hi guys, Puddin here with just a little update on warships at the moment. The Halloween event is going on. It started today and it ends, I believe, November 9th. Now they give you 3 ships for this special event: the Jackal, the Igor, and Blade. Now these 3 ships can only be played in a specific game mode called scenarios. Now, how do you access those? Very good question. I will answer that now for you. There are 2 ways. One, you can just select the ship, boom, and as you can see up here, it's changed to scenarios. Just go back, select genres there, and the other option is just click on random battles, go down to scenarios, and boom, it will take you to the Jackal here. So now that we've accessed that, what are these 3 ships? The Jackal, I believe, is a Kawachi. It is a battleship. As we can see here, just from the loadout and from the range, 11 kilometers, makes me suspect it's Kawachi. The other thing is you can equip upgrades. You can get premium consumables, enable that. And as far as exterior, you can put on flags and signals, and obviously you can enable those. Not too sure at this point if you get experience with the captains. It looks like yes, but I have not played any games yet, and as soon as I do, I will let you guys know. The other thing is, I do not know if the experience that you would get goes towards crates. As you can see here, challenges, thank you. They have challenges running for the Halloween event. I will just let you guys dig into that. Don't want to take up too much of your time. As far as that, I do believe they are giving you some free experience for wins, but like I was saying, you get a battleship, which is the Jackal here, which I do believe is a Kawachi. The Igor, I do suspect, is a St. Louis. It is the cruiser you get. And the Blade here you get is, I believe, the walkie-talkie, and the reason I believe that is due to its 7-kilometer torpedoes, and it's fairly decent concealment. Now, as you can see here, with the destroyer, you actually get the repair party. So that is also very interesting, and if you notice here, they are all tier 11 ships. You just get those, and I assume at the end of the event, they will be taking these ships away from us. Now, I'm going to go and get some gameplay for you guys, and when I do get some of that and do dig in a little bit further, I will be back with more information for you guys. Alright guys, I just got done playing my first game. As you can see, we lost. Didn't receive any credits or no experience. And as you can see here, these are your tasks: is the escort the Transylvania, and then you get these secondary tasks, which we've only completed 2 out of the 5. We eliminated all the enemy foes, suppressed all the catapults. The Transylvania unfortunately stopped. We did not sink Rasputin, and Transylvania lost more than 50% of her health. Not exactly sure how the team here, how they position people. You know, there's my damage done. You know, it is against enemy bots, so it is what it is. But as you can see here, you know, I'm running all premium consumables, so I did lose money. So be careful doing that, because you will lose money. Now, I will be back when we get a win, just to show you guys that screen and that gameplay. Like I said, I'm kind of doing this as I go along, so we are learning this together. I will be back hopefully very soon. Well, in YouTube time, I will be back in a flash with a win, but in real life, hopefully I will be back very soon with a win and show you guys that gameplay and all of those goodies. Well, guys, I just kind of noticed, kind of came back, wanted to look at these challenges, and I noticed I actually did get money. I got 100,000 for doing, damage, for sinking at least 2 ships, and another one for causing, 10,000 damage. So you actually can make money, but you just have to do the damage to get the rewards, and that will cover your cost. Like I stated earlier, we will be right back with a win. Now, as you guys can see here, this took me a while to actually get my very first win. And now we're going to see that footage and explain the strategies that seem to work for this game mode. Now, as you guys saw on the previous screen, this is my first win, and it took me a while, just because it seems, people are still learning, don't have the strategies, and you have to deal with people who don't truly understand what is going on yet, as this is just day number 1. But this lineup here seems to be the particular lineup that suited the best. 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, 3 destroyers. Now, I have been in games where it's 2 battleships, 3 cruisers, 2 destroyers. It just seems the 3 destroyers have the better chance of winning, because the strategy that seems to work is, and I make a mistake here and get into the circle to start the transfer value move. You kind of want the BBs to stay inside that circle to keep him moving. Cruisers in there also. The DDs need to be out spotting and killing ships. The most important thing the battleships need to do is destroy the catapults. That is their primary targets until all the catapults are destroyed. They need to focus fire on those. They need to be shooting AP at those. Cruisers need to be shooting AP at those. And cruisers seem to be, this game mode seems to showcase their strength, and they support everybody. Catapult needs to be destroyed. They can rapid fire, get it down, to tell so those battleships can potentially one-shot it. DDs obviously are going to go out and spot that, but DDs need to focus on the enemy ships. They are all battleships, and cruisers at this point need to be spamming high explosive at them if there is not a catapult to shoot. The other thing is calling out targets for everybody to focus on, and focus fire on one ship at a time. Let the DDs get out there and torp the battleships. It just seems to work the best. Now, the secondaries on the zombie ships here seem to be have their accuracy increased, so you want to stay about 4 kilometers from them. The ultimate goal is to try to get the DDs in 3 different positions so the enemy can't turn. Kind of got to be careful of each other when dropping those torps. You have to be aware of your surroundings also, so it's a little bit of, you will see people drop torps in front of friendlies because it's just the way it seems to be in this game mode. So please be very careful of your surroundings. And as you can see, the destroyers can very easily just take out these ships very fast. Now, when it first starts going, it's not very chaotic, it's not very hectic. So it's a little bit easier. The other thing, you know, if you got one fire on being as a destroyer, just kind of let it burn. But what I'm saying is, as you can see, there's no catapults to shoot, so everybody needs to focus fire on taking the ship down. As you can see, you know, I am dropping torps in front of allies, but I know they are not actually fast enough to get range on them. I'm gonna get the catapult spotted here, and even I'm going to shoot at it. If there's nothing to shoot at, being a destroyer, shoot at the catapults. With that being said, do not be afraid to shoot your guns as a destroyer against the battleships. You want to get as much health out of them as possible. A fair warning, I do believe I get hit with some serious lag later on in this match. The other thing is these catapults hit extremely hard. They can one-shot a destroyer. That is why these catapults need to die as fast as possible. I cannot stress this enough. It just seems to be difficult for some people to comprehend this when they're in the battleships. The battleships need to just shoot the catapults when they are spotted. If you're in range of a catapult, it is spotted, you need to shoot at it. Do not shoot at the other ships. Take the catapult out. They will extremely hurt battleships also. And they do set fires. Now, if nobody's calling out targets and you see a friendly DD dropping torps on it, try to follow up your attack with his. Focus fire is a very big key to this game. The other very big key is managing your health. Is paying attention to your health and trying to keep that as high as possible, because as it gets later on, it gets extremely important to have as much health as possible. And this is what I'm saying about you will drop torpedoes in front of friendlies. This guy knew my torpedoes were loaded. He stopped so I could drop mine to get rid of the ship as fast as possible. You want to stay around the Transylvania as much as possible. Stay within the circle because it will move faster with ships in close proximity. Now, as you can see, there's 3 enemy ships in the rear. Now, this is where the 3 destroyers seems to work out better. With those 3 ships, you usually just want to leave them and forget them, but they are going to shoot, they are going to cause damage. To where the 3rd destroyer can actually go back and deal with them. If you only have 2, forget them. Let a cruiser deal with it. You will have to have a cruiser that is just constantly setting them on fire, burning them. And this is what I'm saying. You need to shoot these catapults. They need to die extremely fast. These secondaries on this BB are real. The other thing is, you can see you have a primary task, which is to escort the Transylvania. Secondary task is suppress all catapults. There are 9 of them. Try to keep the Transylvania above 50%. The best way to do that is the DDs are constantly giving the Transylvania smoke. But you need to manage your smoke very carefully, because Rasputin will take an awful lot of punishment. And at that point, you kind of want to drop your smoke as a DD for your friendly ships, because Rasputin will shoot battleships, cruisers, then destroyers in that order. The other one is eliminate 16 enemy foes. It says eliminate all foes. There will be more than 16. You just need to eliminate at least 16, and you will meet that. The Transylvania must not stop. Now, the way he stops is if an enemy ship gets within the circle, he will stop. If there is not a ship within that circle helping him increase his speed, that is considered him stopping. So the best thing for that is to have the BBs stay within that circle. That way he will constantly be moving, and you don't have to worry about him stopping. Now, the thing with that is you get 100 free experience for escorting the Transylvania. So say you do not complete any of the secondary tasks and you do successfully manage to get the Transylvania to the dock, you will get 100 free experience. Now, if you manage to suppress the catapults, that's another 100 free experience. If you meet the second one, which is the 50%, it's another 100 free experience. Eliminate 16 enemy ships is another 100. The Transylvania not stopping is another 100, and killing Rasputin is 100. You can complete this without seeking Rasputin. I haven't seen it done. I've only managed to get one win out of the umpteen games that I have played in this, and as you saw, most of them ended up as losses. But even the games that ended up losses, we were very, very close to getting this mission accomplished, because he doesn't have to make it all the way to those two little pillars. It is extremely close to those pillars. Is considered the port, and this is the strategy that seems to work out the best. It just really boiled down to managing your health, and as I said earlier, that was a catapult hit. That thing did a lot of damage. Those things need to be taken out extremely fast. If there is not a ship for you to shoot at as a destroyer or drop torps, shoot the catapults. Now, as you can see here, we're doing fairly well. I have decent amount of health. Most of the friendly ships, as you can see here, are doing extremely well as far as health, with the exception of, you know, just a couple of us, but we are still over half of our health. And at this point, I'm dropping my smoke to try to give these guys cover, because at this point of the match is when the forces are just coming at you from everywhere, when Rasputin seems to come out. Now, the thing about this is you kind of want to deal with these zombie ships that are extremely close to you. Secondaries will hurt you a lot. So if there's somebody, if there's a zombie ship within his secondary shooting at you, drop your torps on him. The other thing is, try to get, if you notice all the DDs are on one side and you're on one, try to get on the other side to get cross drops on Rasputin. Rasputin's secondaries seem to go out to 5 kilometers. So staying out of the 5 kilometers will do extremely well. But like I said, if you're a destroyer, don't be afraid to shoot at him, because he will shoot his primary guns at battleships first. He is the only battleship in this game mode, enemy battleship, that will shoot AP. The the zombie ships seem to just shoot HE. And as you can see, I'm kind of positioning myself away from my fleet a little bit, because I just want to keep dropping torps on Rasputin here, and I don't want to get extremely close. And like I said, you can see they consider somebody getting out of the green circle, the Transylvania stopped. Now, the other thing is the bar above the screen here, right here. This is the meter on how close you are to the port, and how fast, or how many ships are in there. And as you can see, 2 little arrows, you know, he's going faster. So even though there wasn't a ship in there, he was still moving forward. You will know him when he comes to a complete stop, because you will get a special signal for that, and the circle will turn red. And like I said, just look at the amount of punishment it takes to kill Rasputin. Once you kill Rasputin, it's pretty much in the bag as long as you have a significant, more than half of your health. These zombie ships are usually really easy to take out. As long as you, like I said, stay out of the secondary zones. And as you can see, the circle is red because there is a zombie ship in it. Now, they will ram the Transylvania. So, you want to keep those guys out of the circle because A, it will stop the Transylvania, and they will go for the ramps. Luckily, these guys are bots, so they're not MLG Pro at it. But you need to deal with these guys inside the circle almost immediately, unless Rasputin's up. Rasputin just needs to die that much more faster. He's much more of a threat. And as you can see, we're almost to the point to where we are going to bring this home, get the victory. Now, the other thing is you don't get any experience whatsoever. It's all the free experience for meeting each of the individual goals. You don't get any captain experience, so for the most part, this is just a free captain, and that's it. There's no captain skills involved in this whatsoever. Excuse me, guys. And as you can see, we get the win there. I'm going to show you guys the post-battle results, just so you guys can see what a win actually looks like. Alright, guys, here we go. This is obviously where your medals and ribbons are. You don't get any medals. Here's the damage. Like I said, these are enemy bots, so I don't want to focus on the screen too much, but I want to focus on this. I'm still not 100% sure on how they rank, where everybody goes according to there, but as you can see, we completed escorting, catapult, Rasputin, and ships sink. So with that, that's all equal to 100 experience for each one, which is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 400 free experience. Like I said, it just took me extremely long time. I was learning it as I go along with you guys. Just want to say, again, thank you guys for all the support you give us. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Keep the replays coming in, and have yourselves a wonderful day.